Welcome to our YouTube video on planning is a must. So many small businesses and SMEs feel as though planning is only reserved for large businesses, but planning is extremely important for any size business. So let's talk about what planning is. Well, a business really has a choice. It can either do no planning and hope for the best, which is not any kind of recipe for success, or there can be haphazard decision making, or there can be very diligent planning for the future. And planning involves many different areas of a business. So let's talk about what some of those areas are. One, and that is the business coming up with a strategic approach. Now, there are a multitude of strategic approaches, and this is what creates a competitive marketplace. Well, businesses must have a clear idea of its strategic approach in order to accomplish its goals, and this is what allows a business to better compete with rival businesses. Now, there can be many different examples of strategic approach. One might be striving to be a low-cost provider, providing its products or services at the lowest cost in the market. Or could be having a higher quality product or service than the competition. Or it might be focusing on a very narrow market niche. So there are many other strategic approaches that a business can take. The idea is to be unique and know where the business is actually headed. Another element of planning involves marketing. Marketing is essential to keep the business's name in front of customers and prospects. And a business should concentrate on those marketing components that yield the best results. And then additional marketing components can be added as the budget permits. So it's important to remember that marketing is a very integral part of any business. It cannot be ignored even during times of trouble. In other words, if business is not going well, marketing cannot be ignored because, again, it is essential to keep the business name in front of customers and prospects. Marketing gives a business an opportunity to connect with both current customers and prospects, and also to convince customers and prospects that its products or services have intrinsic value in order to meet the needs of the customers. All right, another element of planning is business alliances. This is a very viable growth option for many small businesses and SMEs, but many times owners and managers never think about a business alliance regarding a small business. But a business alliance is an arrangement between two businesses to undertake mutually beneficial projects in order to improve market access, to gain entry into other markets that would otherwise not be available or not be open, and also then to gain a competitive edge over like kind of businesses. So what a business needs to do is start now to investigate, well, what type of alliances might be a good fit. That doesn't mean it has to be done immediately, but just start thinking about, well, if I'm a business owner, a business manager, or I'm a consultant and I have a client, what business alliances might benefit this particular business, and then communicate with potential alliance partners. Another area of planning involves finance. Financing and budgets are essential elements of planning. Both for near-term and future cash needs must be anticipated for operations, for asset purchases, for debt servicing, possible expansion. So financing and budgeting are not just about today, but it's also about future. It's about planning. What are the near-term and future cash needs of a business? And then consider lending options well in advance of needs. Employees must consider employees when a business looks at planning. Employee needs must also be planned. That is for hiring. When are certain employees going to need to be hired, and how are they going to be hired? What skill sets are needed? What kind of training is going to be involved? And plan for all of this. And the importance of employees certainly cannot be overemphasized. So planning is a blueprint for the future. Small businesses and SMEs must think more than just survival. And they must plan, if only just for next quarter or next 6 months. But planning is so important. Proper planning allows for the implementation with a reasonable timeline, and opportunities, it's important to remember, can be missed if a business simply waits until, quote, the time is right. So planning is a blueprint to build a solid future, and it is a roadmap to guide a business to success. So when we talk about planning, let's remember two things. Rarely does a business beat its competition by making spur-of-the-moment decisions, and good planning and good execution are interrelated functions that create positive outcomes. Well, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to learn more about the Association of Accredited Small Business Consultants, please visit our website at aasbc.com or send an email to info@aasbc.com. Thank you.